How you doing, folks? It's Ray back with you once again. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Life on the Road with Yeshua. Hope you're having a good day today. I don't have my normal setup today because I was having some issues with the mic. I found that the boom mic didn't quite pick up enough background noise, like the truck noise, and when I was talking to somebody on the radio, I couldn't really. When I listened to it again on the video, you could barely hear who I was talking to, and I didn't like that. I'm trying to find another mic right now, but in the meantime, I'll probably just go with my dash cam, excuse me, which gives me the best quality anyhow. So, we're going to go with this. Why not go with high definition? It's great quality anyway, wouldn't you say? Right now we are in Quesnel, British Columbia, South Quesnel. Well, getting there anyway. And we're on our way to Prince George. And surprisingly, it's nice up here. I heard a whole bunch of stories from truckers. It was really bad up here. It was really icy. The only bit of ice that I really encountered was around 150 Mile House. But it was on a straightaway, which was not a big deal. So that's about it right now. It's just beautiful out here. Nice sunshine. The roads are dry. Praise be to God. What I plan to do is drop this load off, pick up my other load, and head back as fast as I can and drive as far as I can until I reach my limit. Because I certainly don't want to be stuck out here when it freezes over. If we get a little bit of snow out here and it freezes over, I'm going to take advantage of the beautiful weather and get out of here as fast as I can, because the weather up here changes so fast, just like any other area. And right now, most of the province is getting snow. Sycamoose, Chase, Sorrento, Kamloops, Merritt, Coquitlam Highway is getting snow. Rogers Pass is getting dumped on. Highway 16, Lake Louise, Banff. Right now, the only place that we haven't seen any. It was starting to snow a little bit down in Cache Creek, but nothing major, just flakes, just flurries. So it seems like I've got a guardian angel going with me everywhere, bringing me nice weather. So I'm quite grateful. So right now it's just about 11 a.m. Pacific time. ETA to my location is about 12:30, 12:45. If the weather stays like this, I shouldn't have a problem getting there. So I was also told by some truckers that there's a lot of deer on the road between Quesnel and Prince George. So I'm going to see if I can catch as much as that as possible. If I can see some wildlife and maybe throw some nice background music in there and catch a little bit of God's creation for you. So that's what we're doing today. It's the 14th. Oh, beautiful. Is that an eagle? Or is that just a big crow? No, that's a big crow. I thought it was an eagle. Yeah, so it's the 14th. I think, what is it, Wednesday today? Yep, Wednesday today. It's the 14th of November, 2012. Glad to have you watching. That's what we're doing today. I'm kind of stuck behind this chip truck. I guess these things are only governed at about 90 or 95 kilometers an hour because they don't seem to go any faster. We've already had 2 or 3 people pass here. People are impatient. Why not enjoy the ride? It's beautiful. Just a beautiful day. One other thing that I wanted to show you, something I picked up on the weekend. A syringe. No, it's an e-cigarette. Electric cigarette. It has, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it has a little bit of nicotine in there that you put. They come in different flavors. And what it is, it's a vapor. And then when you inhale this, you're just inhaling a vapor with a little bit of nicotine, minus all the toxic chemicals that are in all the cigarettes, like the carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, cyanide, tar, all that other crap that's in there. When you're inhaling this, you're just getting just the vapor and a little bit of nicotine. And how it works, it's this little button here. You push down on it. Looks like real smoke. And I'm sure some of you who smoke or you're trying to quit know what these do. But if you don't, it's totally odorless. Well, you can smell a little bit of flavor, but it's not smoke. You can actually smoke it in public places, which I don't anyway, because it's just a bad influence on children. But since I've been dragging on this thing little by little, I've had 2 cigarettes in the last 7 hours. And after having a drag of this, the cigarettes taste like crap. They really are disgusting. And I don't know if it's because you're getting the intake that you need on here, the nicotine. I'm smoking a lot less with this and with the cigarettes because this just gets rid of the edge. It gets rid of the craving. It works beautifully. So if you're actually trying to quit smoking, I really, really strongly recommend you get one of these things, because I'm a believer now. I didn't expect it to work as well as it has, but it just has. It just works awesome. So my goal, I know I said I wasn't going to try to quit smoking until spring, but I'm starting to wean myself down now. I might as well. I mean, if I can do it under the stress of winter, I shouldn't have a single problem. It looks like we are in Cornell, next to my favorite place, the Burger Palace. One of my favorite little towns to visit, Cornell. Just a cute little town. They got some pulp mills here. Obviously, this town is ran by mills. This is, it's a nice little town. I like it here. Haven't had much of a chance to explore much of Cornell. I just like what I see when I drive through. Isn't it beautiful out? Just look at this gorgeous weather. Now look at the way this guy's parked. They couldn't push that over or back that up? You're kidding me, right? Holy cow. That guy wants to lose his truck. That's a hill too. He couldn't have rolled that backwards. big parking lot right behind him, not even 100 feet, not even 40 feet away.
You get your air, I'll get you to back up a bit so I get my chalk.
Sure, I probably don't even need to weigh it, do I?
Oh yeah.
You guys are usually pretty good.
You've been here before, so you know the... Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. We are in Prince George. We dropped off our other load and now we have loaded up. And we're going to be heading back soon. I just have to weigh this. And make sure it's not too heavy and then I can get out of here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go as far as I can as Prince George. I am in Prince George, stupid. I'm going to go as far as I can, maybe the 100-mile house, and then shut down for the night. And then maybe leave at 4 o'clock in the morning and be at the yard at 8, grab another trailer and head out. Interesting, huh? Got to close the doors. It's not too bad up here, though. It's like... it ain't 13. It ain't 13 Celsius. That's what this truck is saying it is. Whenever this thing is sitting still, it does that. I'm guessing it's about 3, which is nice. So we're just going to drive over this scale here and see how much we weigh. Hopefully I don't have to back in there again. Usually they're pretty good here. La, 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 la. Looks good. 5110 on the front, 16940 on the drives, and 16930 on the trailer. That's pretty good. He managed to pull that off. The first shot. These guys are really good when it comes to that. Um... 38 bales. Total weight 38,950. And the seal. There it is. Now I just got to send that information out. I'm a heck of a lot more fun when I'm awake, aren't I? This is why I like doing the AM departures, because I'm just so miserable when I don't get to sleep at night. Whenever I'm sleeping, when I get to some place and I have to sleep during the day, I only sleep like 5 or 6 hours. It's terrible. So, we now technically can leave. We can head to 100 mile. It says it's going to take me 3 hours and 51 minutes to get there. I've got 4 hours and 25 minutes of driving time. And I might even have a little bit of time to clean this truck out, because I hate driving with a truck that has dirt all over the bottom of it. I'm a bit of a clean freak when it comes to that. Usually if I go through the scales, or if I go, DOT was to stop me, they would look in my truck and probably think, wow, it's new. I really pride myself when it comes to cleanliness of the truck, because you know what, it is the company truck, and it wouldn't be very fair if I neglected it. So let's motor. Good timing. We'll have to go through the scale on the way back, but that's all right. The further south I go, the happier I'm going to be.
Turn left.
I plan on it. It's all soft over there. It almost felt like I was sliding, but I was, because it was just, the shoulder is really soft, there's not much there.
After 400 meters, turn right.
Yeah, I misplaced my hat. Notice anything different? I'm a little blonder today, aren't I? I do that maybe once every 6 months or so. I'll dye my hair. I'm not ready to start looking gray yet. And a lot of that gray is due to stress. So I'm going to try to live a nice stress-free next couple months, and we'll see if it shows that I'm living stress-free. And also I want to see if it makes a difference from the smoking, because get in there. I think smoking does just murder on everything in your life. Your hair, your skin. It's just terrible. If we knew all the chemicals that were in a cigarette, that's one of the reasons why I'm using this, because I mean, it's working. I've had, I don't think I've had that many. I think I've had 3 cigarettes in 8 hours almost, which is pretty darn good considering I usually have 3 or 4 cigarettes in an hour. There you go. Come on, baby. If I can get up the snow shed in 4th gear, I can get up this hill in 4th. Yeah, the plan is to get to 100 Mile House. I keep forgetting to turn that stupid thing on. 15 minutes I gotta take off of that now. 14 minutes. I wonder if I did it on the other one, if it would do it. Make sure this is accurate. I can fix that later. going to be close, but I should be able to do it. I don't think the weather is all that bad. Yeah, but this is what you see when you come up to Prince George. It's pretty flat, but it's, I don't know, something about it I really like. Just the, I guess the part about the the wilderness part of it, I don't know. It's not bad out here. Well, we are, where are we? We're in South Quesnel. Moving along here. I'm going to try to get to 100 Mile House. I've got about 2 hours and 26 minutes of driving. Apparently it's going to take 2 hours and 17 minutes to get there, so I'm going to be cutting it real close. So we'll have to see what happens. Sometimes you can make up some really good time on this road. Sometimes you can't, but I'm through most of the hills. Actually, once I get through Williams Lake, I should be able to make up some time. But between Quesnel and Williams Lake, I usually can make up at least 5 minutes of time. Every bit will help. So right now it says I'll get there at 6:07. So let's find out by the time we get to Williams Lake if I've made up any time. Tell you something though. I was considering on driving in the city. I think you remember that. I don't think I could do that. I think you know what, I'll be honest with you, that one of the reasons why I wanted to drive in the city was because I was really nervous about the weather. And I'm not afraid to admit that. You know, never experiencing it before, not really knowing how to deal with it. How is the truck going to handle in the snow? How is it going to handle in the ice? But that doesn't, I'm not putting a whole lot of faith in God now, am I? But as I drive these roads, it's just a clear reminder how much I love this, how much I love driving in the mountains. There's something out here that it's just so peaceful, it's so serene, and the scenery is just spectacular. And I never get tired of it. And you have an opportunity to pull over if you're tired and have a little nap, or you can have a bite to eat. You're not being pressured as long as you get to your ETA on time. But if you plan your trip accordingly, you can have an opportunity to stop and do a few things if you need to. But the thing is, you can still enjoy the trip without having to stop every hour and a half. I don't need to do that. When I drive, I like to drive as much as I can until my back starts to feel a little bit achy, and then I'll stop and walk around a bit, maybe even lie down for half an hour or something. I don't want to drive myself too far, literally. Well, right now we're in Boston Bar, almost at the home stretch. Some of the scenery through here as you go through the tunnels is pretty nice. Gotta watch my speed here, man. I'm going way too fast. very good record right now. 0 speeding tickets in 20, 25 years, and I want to keep it that way. The last thing I want to do is get a speeding ticket. In a little town like this, driving a commercial truck, I think the speeding fines are a whole lot higher for commercial drivers. Drive on this other side, instant fog. Lots of it too. This is about the only time that I use my bumper lights, is when I'm driving through fog like this. And it's not for visual, obviously. It's so other people can see me. Bit of a warning. Let them know I'm coming. That's a beautiful view, huh? Right down below there. Gorgeous. And now we begin the descent. The people that live out here, and this is Yale here, not just outside of Hope, I wonder if they really realize how lucky they are to be living in a place like this. It's not a very big town, but you have a tendency of losing the appreciation of your surrounding, your environment, when you've been living in it for so long. When you try living where I am, where you have to fight just to turn left on your street, and then you come out here, it's very therapeutic. I'd love to move out here. Not to Yale. Probably Hope, because it's right off the main highway and it's not too far from major shopping if you need to do so. But still far enough away to get away from it all. Where you can open your window at night and all you hear is maybe a distant train or a dog or a coyote in the background. Maybe crickets, the sound of the river. And then 35 minutes away, you're in major shopping centers. Well, as I like to call it, the home stretch. We're in Hope. I'm actually driving through here when I'm not dog tired. I'm gonna have a little chat with my driver manager. Hopefully it matters to her, to tell her how much more productive I am when I'm driving during the day and how many less breaks I need to take. That should mean something. When you're driving during the day, I don't have to stop at all, except maybe to use the washroom or to grab a coffee, but I don't have to stop and sleep. And it doesn't matter how much sleep I get during the day, I still get tired at night when I'm driving. And I think that works a lot with everybody. When your body is just not used to driving during the day or during the night, and it's used to sleeping during the night, makes a huge difference. Yeah. All of a sudden you get out to this area here, sunshine, sun is out, it's beautiful. Beautiful. A little bit of snow on the top there. That's right where the sun is. The home stretch begins. Well, we are about 35 minutes away from the yard, and not much else to show you or to say, except we're in Chilliwack right now. Very successful run. Didn't have any issues, no problems. Nice roads on the way up and down, which is really bizarre because every time I talk to somebody when I'm driving up, they were telling me the day before it was terrible. It was icy and full of snow, and as soon as I go up, it's clear. Maybe I should stay on the same path I'm heading. Maybe the Lord is blessing me with good weather. I know some people might think that's crazy, but I don't. So, I'm going to say my farewells to you for this particular video. Appreciate you watching. Right now, Israel is being bombarded by lots of rockets from Gaza, and possibly Syria might get involved, and I just pray that, or should I say I ask, that you pray for Israel, pray for peace in Israel, even though we know that's not going to happen anytime soon. Not until Yeshua returns, but how about praying for the conversion of souls in Israel, that they will come to know the true Messiah, Yeshua. As we all know, they're still waiting for their Messiah to show up. So keep your prayers for those out there that are lost, that they may come to know who the Messiah really is. And if you need prayer feel free to send me a message. I'll be happy to pray for you. If you want me to pray for you on cam, I will. Just use the first name if you like. I don't care. Or I'll pray for you in private. I don't mind. Or if you have any questions regarding the Lord, regarding the Messiah, Yeshua, I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. And if I can't answer them, I'll direct you to somebody who can. Until I meet up with you again, bless you in the name of Yodevave, Yeshua HaMashiach, our Lord and Savior. Bye for now, everyone.